So now that we have a nice little bundle of things to talk about, I just wanted to go over some stuff that's going on the JP side of the things, you know, just little stuff before the anniversary finally hits us, and they're slowly trickling things out for us. You know, you might have seen some people talk about Olga Marie. There's some kind of new update for leveling things up, and as you can also see, what would FGO be if we were not getting another banner? Something to try to tempt you out of a little bit more of your Saint Quartz right before the anniversary, and it actually is a little bit tempting if you are a newer player, because this banner is a little nutty, to say the least. It's pretty dang good. So we're going to go over all the stuff that we've been getting in the lead up to the anniversary. Anniversary is going to be dropping on the 3rd, which is going to be Sunday. I think it's like Sunday, like 4 a.m. or something like that for me. So we'll see if I'm up for that one. I'll try to be awake, but no promises. Your boy's been getting extra sleepy lately. But with that being said, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's start off with an update that is absolutely huge. Look at this. Now nobody has any excuses not to be making CE bombs and leveling up their max limit broken bonkers event CEs. If you get yourself aerial drive when that drops into the Vinci shop, if you have, I don't know, cranking first day of filming, something like that, we now have an auto level up thing for CEs, which it only took 10 years, bro. It only took 10 years, but look at that. Oh my goodness, we actually have something to make that a little bit easier. So finally, right? Finally. If you need a full guide on how CE bombs and all that good stuff works, I did drop that, what, like a year and some change ago, and it still holds up to this day. It's just pretty much telling you how you use 1 and 2 star CEs to maximize your EXP when it comes to leveling up your actual good CEs. And usually it is somewhat impactful because you're getting like 2,000 attack on average for some of the better ones. Some craft essences are a little not as great because they're split between HP and attack, but this is huge. I do definitely like that a lot. The other thing, if you've missed it, we have this President Singularity clear support thing, where functionally they added the final Olga Marie battle over here, which leads a lot of us to believe that we are going to be getting some Olga Marie nonsense. I actually tweeted out that this is making me actually start to go finish all the Olga Marie stuff because I've been putting them off for a fat minute, and dude, 44 turns for the water Olga Marie, not hard, just really annoying. So just prep your pants for that whenever that drops over on the NA side of things. But it does lead me to believe that we're going to be getting something Olga related before the anniversary, whether that's a, you know, anniversary servant and we're going to use the materials to like limit break her skills, take her beyond level 120. Maybe it's how you unlock level, you know, 120 to 130 to 140 to 150, because, you know, you did get to use her in Lost Belt 7 where she was level 150. So who knows what that's going to be. I'm personally hoping for a free-to-play welfare character. That would be a nice love letter for all of the players that have been playing for all these years. We also have this minor thing over here. Here, take a free Merlin craft essence. I mean, it looks pretty good. Like, this is really nice. It's got a lot of really popular characters on it. I'm not sure why Merlin is leading it. Maybe I'm missing something. But hey, you know, you got your Artoria, you got your Gilgamesh, you got your, I think that's Ace, right? That's Ace the Savior? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. You also got Nightingale on there, and you got Mash. I think that's Musashi over there. Just a kind of nice little CE that we're getting. It doesn't really, like, this is not the craziest thing, but, you know, that's cool. Yeah, so you get one of those. Then finally, we have the big Mondo banner over here. This is what a lot of people are probably wondering about, because this is an absolute killer. Thankfully, on the NA side of things, we have 2 years in advance to know what the anniversary servant's going to be, whether or not they're a mandatory must summon, maybe they're a broken new support, or maybe they're a DPS that you're like, let's say it is Olga Marie, or it's Solomon, or whoever else, right? And they're like a good Buster AoE servant, or they're an Arts AoE servant, or whatever, right? And you could just be like, well, I have NP5 Samurai Buki, I can skip this banner. This banner is nuts, if you're wondering. And if you're on JP, you have a little bit of time before you can, like, not summon on this banner, because anniversary drops on the 3rd, so technically you can kind of avoid it. I think they're just all on raid up, though, so that is kind of bad, or unless this is the raid up, but this might be for the CEs. Somebody in the comments can correct me on that if I'm wrong. If these guys are all thrown on at the same rate up, or they're just like all chucked on there, not great. Not great, because anytime you get a banner 5-star, it could be any one of these guys, which is understandable because they also chuck people like Castoria on here, Oberon, Lady Avalon. But if this is supposed to be representing the different rate ups for the different characters, I don't think that's enough. Is that enough for all the characters? It might be, actually it might be. Maybe I'm stupid. But if they are individually rated up, which it didn't look like they were when I went to go check it out on JP, but maybe I'm stupid. Maybe they're just individually selected and the other guys are off rate up or something along those lines. I'm just assuming it is the different Heroic Spirit CEs or whatever. But this banner is really good because at the very least, if you don't get the Castoria or the Oberon or the Lady Avalon or the Merlin that you're going for, these other guys are kind of crazy. New Dante's, we're going to be getting him, what, in like April? I think is when Ordeal Call 2 drops. He's an absolute fiend. Like, he's a maniac. This guy is ridiculously broken. The only reason that I kind of hesitate a little bit is that we got him, and then we just got a slew of other very powerful single target quick characters. Like, we just got Wangina on NA, or we're going to be getting her in like a couple weeks, like a week from now, like 9 days, something like that. But then, you know, we get new Dante's, then Kama gets buffed, then Melt gets buffed, then Lilith drops on the game, doesn't even get buffed. We also have Bisquion that drops next year, like not this upcoming new year, but next new year, after the Takadu one. And so, while I still think he is still disgustingly broken, you just have a slew of options, but he's definitely one of the better ones. I think maybe you would probably say that Lilith is better than he is, just Berserker versus Avenger difference, kind of the whole discussion between Summer Ibuki versus Summer Melusine. I was losing the name there for a second. But even if you don't get him, I mean, all your foreigners will just be crazy if you snag Van Gogh. I mean, this guy, Hassan, has just received a slew of buffs, so now he's ridiculously good. I just said that Kama is going to be getting a buff. I don't know why they felt like they needed to buff Kama, but understandably, she's like a year 3 servant, so probably should toss her something, but she was still out there putting numbers up without any of the buffs or anything, so that's ridiculous. Koyan Dark, I know there's the whole meme where, well, Kukulkan is invalidating her and, you know, she's not that great, blah, 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 but you could still get a lot of use out of this character. I think a couple months ago I made a video talking about how much I was enjoying using this character because I don't have my own Koyan Light, and Koyan Dark without Koyan Sky of Light still enables you to use Ace the Savior, Beach Queen Morgan, Tonalico, whatever you want to call her. So she still has a lot of really good uses. Not a bad character to have on your account. And then, you know, like Durga's good. And then I guess it's kind of like more diminishing returns, like, you know, Benny Enma, Takasugi, and Hokusai over here aren't like the craziest, right? But they're still not the worst characters you could pull. So it's just kind of nutty. So this banner's definitely bait. If you're on the JP side of things, wait to see what the anniversary character is first. I know that sounds really, really obvious. I know people are going to be like, ZTL, of course I'm going to wait. But you would be surprised how often I see someone's like, oh my goodness, crazy banner. And they just immediately hustle over and start dropping all their life savings on the banner. It's like, just wait for the other banner. You have time, because anniversary is dropping on the 3rd. You have time to go ahead and see what the anniversary character is going to be. And even if you didn't have the time, I would still say wait for the anniversary character, because generally the anniversary characters are in contention to be the best characters that released that year. Now, again, that's not every year, you know, like the year that Holmes released or the year that like Da Vinci Ruler or Rider released, right? But generally, good track record. I mean, we're talking people like Scotty, Castoria, Koyenskaya. I mean, Ace the Savior. I know people don't want to hear it from me as like the top Morgan Stan on the planet, but she is in contention to be, you know, at least is in the discussion for best character that released this year. Like, they're still really good. And if it's going to be somebody like Olga or Solomon or Galahad, who I'm not exactly the most gassed about, for all I know, they could make him the Omni support that this game is not really needing, but he's just a guy that's like, hey, I'm going to give you 20% NP damage, the same 50% battery, and a 30% Omni card buff. And then, I don't know, solemn defense because MASH defensive reasons, right? Like, they're sharing the same ability, right? Maybe he has the same passive skill that MASH has now, where like he just cuts all the damage that your party's taking. Like, stuff like that would just be bonkers, right? It'd be ridiculous. Now, one thing I wanted to do, because I haven't actually been peeping a lot of these CEs over here, is I just kind of want to take a little peek at them. I have seen that Koyan Dark is, yeah, she was across the table from Benny Enema. I saw that tweeted out that they're eating together, but I wanted to see, is there anything for me? Is there anything for your boy out here? Like this Durga one, that's looking mad good. Hold on, Jarvis, enhance that image. That's looking mad good. Why can't we get these as costumes, bro? I know, look, Arcade got a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but they got a couple of CEs as costumes for their characters. Like, there's the Valentine's, Oreshkigal, and Ishtar CE that they made into costumes. Why can't we get those, man? I know that they like keeping the costumes to be free, but come on, man, like, I would pay like $10 to slap this on my Durga, right? Like, I think that's pretty reasonable, man. Give the people what they want. Doesn't FGO love money? Come on, man. Come on. Some of these look so good, bro. Like, this Lady Avalon one, it's not the craziest one, but, like, this kind of looks nice. You know, I wouldn't mind the change of pace on my Lady Avalon. Now, as long as it's not, like, the $60 Nikkei gacha for their costumes, I don't want that. I don't want that. If that's what they're going to do, then you can keep that to yourself. But, like, $10, $20 costume, you know, I might be able to spring that. What else we got? Carmilla and Medea, oh my lordy, boys, I think we're in contention for one that's going to get picked. Now, people don't know the old ZTL lore, but way back in the day, way back in the day, I was advocating that Carmilla was kind of a baddie, and people would just look at her, they'd be like, she's in some weird BDSM outfit, I'm not vibing with it. But then I would be like, dudes, just go look at the Summer 1 CE we got, and when she takes off the weird freaky outfit, there's a baddie under there. And then we finally got the Summer Carmilla, and everyone's like, oh my goodness, she's a baddie. And I was like, I was trying to tell y'all. And Medea's on this as well. Whew. Might have to pick that one. No Morgan, no Jolter. I'm starving. Okay. I definitely think, though, like, this Hassan one is also pretty cool. That's pretty dope. But you know me. I'm always out here for the Gooner CEs, okay? Oh my goodness. But yeah, like, I do think in all seriousness, I feel like the batch we got maybe isn't the strongest we've had. Like, this Dante's one kind of looks similar to the Dante's Jolter CE we got a couple of months ago. Well, I say a couple months ago, but it's probably closer to like a year at this point. Time really blurs when you're doing videos every single day on both versions of the game, and you're trying to stay up to date with both. But yeah, this might be like a Durga Medea one for me. Not bad, but you know, where's my Jolter? Where's my Ace? Well, I guess we got one of those last year. So, I don't know. At the pause of recording, your boy started sneezing all over the place. But these are still really good CEs. But come on, man. Where are the characters for me for real? You know what? I'll take the Durga. I'll take the Medea, and I'll call it a day. Unless y'all want to throw it a block 3. A little Morgan action. But that's me being too greedy. That's me being too greedy. With that being said, that is everything we have so far leading up to the anniversary. I would not expect them to drop anything else. The like little minor update to how you level up CEs is really good. This banner is strong, but again, I would highly advise that you wait until the actual character drops. And then the Olga Marie stuff, that's just a little bit of spice on the anniversary, a little something to kind of get everybody a little excited before they drop it. But with all that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, what you're hyped for, what you think the anniversary character is going to be, and if your dumb dingus looking self rolled on this banner. You know, don't roll on this banner. Wait for the anniversary, please, I'm begging you. Wait for the anniversary. Let's see how good the character is, because as soon as they drop, I'll let you know how good they are. You know that video is going to be up frame 1, all right, as soon as this character drops. So, with that being said, I'm going to go out of here. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I just cannot speak today. I think it's the Coke I'm drinking. You ever get that, like, syrupy feeling when you're drinking Coke and then you can't, like, speak properly? I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. You guys have yourselves a nice day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.